What's good, DMVSportsZone fans? It's your boy Naeem, man, and it's my first video. I'm gonna be recapping training camp day one for the Commanders, bro. It was a good day. I saw Chase Young. He had his brace off. That's a good sign. It's a big year for Chase, in my opinion. I know people have all different types of opinions, but I've seen that. Oh, we give him the full year. We see where he's at. We see what he does. For me, man, I'm giving him till the trade deadline, bro. As soon as he gets to the deadline, you evaluate what he's done, and then you either trade him or you keep him. It's that simple, man. I'm not giving him a full season. I'm giving him to the deadline because he's a second overall pick, man. Like between by those 8 games, bro, he has to show us something, man. Like he's back to the rookie year Chase Young, or he's better, or he's at least being solid or something. So he's got to show us something. That was good to see with the brace. Sam Howell had a great day. I saw. There wasn't much competition though. I know Jacoby Brissett was throwing a lot of picks, but Sam Howell was throwing some dots though. I remember he had a pass to Terry that Emmanuel Forbes was heavily contesting, but after that play, Eric Bieniemy was on Terry because I think Terry like slowed down at the end of his route, and he got Eric B got mad and he gave it to Terry, bro. He told him to give him 100% effort. And then I remember another player, maybe it was the same play. Terry caught the ball, and after how you run upfield, he started jogging upfield, and Eric B was pissed. If you're the best player basically on the team, maybe the best player on the offense, definitely, and he wants to see the best out of him, man. So I'm loving what I'm seeing from Eric B. Loving that, loving that. I know we signed Byron Pringle. Hopefully he's nice. With the returns and everything, because remember Dax Milne last year, bro. He was no help. Dax Milne was no help. So hopefully that gets improved this year. I know Ron Rivera. Hopefully he gets his stuff right. We know his game time, late game decisions. From this past year. Also, Hal had a great pass to Antonio Gibson, a rainbow pass to Antonio Gibson. So it's nice seeing Antonio Gibson catching passes. Not used to seeing that too much. I mean, you saw it a little bit more last year, but that's his best strength is catching passes. But you know how he is with a run as a running back. He goes a lot. He's a lot of east to west, and we know Brian Robinson north to south. So, you know, it's a lot better to see. We know Andrew Norwell was released earlier this week, so I'm excited to see how the whole offensive line is gonna be shaken up. A lot of picks on the defense, like I said, Brissett, he threw a bunch of picks. Christian Holmes got a pick on Brissett. Nice to see him. I remember I was drafting last year. The other people who picked off passes today: Terrell Burgess, DJ Sturgis, and Farad Gardner. So nice to see the defense eating. Ron Rivera also said the Commanders are looking for a competition at kicker. Joey Sly is definitely not locked in for kicker, in my opinion. He has a big boot, but the accuracy is just not there for me. Michael Badgley, the guy we signed to compete with him, I think he's 100% with extra points. He's very good under 50, I think, but as soon as you get over 50, it's where he struggles. He's not very good. So he's kind of the opposite of Joey Sly, so we need to find a balance between them. So we'll see. I'm guessing Joey Slide would still end up winning that battle. Sam Howell also stated that he's light years ahead of where he was last year in terms of footwork. He credits Coach Ken Zampese for the work, and it's nice to hear that, man. Always improving every year. I think the biggest question with me, with Sam is he's still young, but I need to see. I guess it's just because what I saw with Carson Wentz. Like, please just have better decision making. I was so tired of losing games off of dumb passes. We all remember that Cleveland Browns game, man. Bro, dumb passes, triple coverage, quadruple coverage, double teams, like, and you're just chucking that ball. So hopefully Sam doesn't do that this year. But I know that takes time to learn. So hopefully he's a little bit better. But I don't expect him to be perfect. In other news, Logan Thomas had a great catch. He used all of his 6'6" frame to reach out and grab a pass from Howell. Derek Forrest was on the covers. Nice to see Logan Thomas getting out there. Um, Me and Abdullah were talking about back in the day, Jordan Reed, man. We missed our tight end, and Logan Thomas had a great year. I think it was his first year, second year here, and then we extended him. Obviously, he hasn't been too good. He wasn't too good last year, but he's coming off the injury, so hopefully he improves. But we know how Eric B likes to use his tight ends. We obviously saw how Kelsey was in KC, but I'm not expecting Logan Thomas to be no Travis Kelsey, but to show me some improvements where maybe like like we all know Travis Kelsey, one of his favorite things to do is just sit in a zone. Like I know it sounds so simple, but Travis Kelsey is so good at doing that. So hopefully for our young quarterback, Logan Thomas can learn how to like sit in zones and make passes easier. Where like if we have a deep pass, the play is intended for the deep pass and it's covered. You can easily just find Logan Thomas for a check down and gain some yards off of that. So it's nice to see Logan Thomas, being useful. At the end of the day, like all that taken into consideration, the W's on the field is what matters, man. And I think we have the squad to get to the playoffs. I'm gonna be honest, but the NFC is weak, but the NFC East is very tough. So I guess we'll see what that happens. All right, man. I said it was my first video, so hopefully you guys keep showing me love, man. Tell me ways to improve. I'm always talk about the Commanders and the Wizards, but you see the big flag behind me, man. I'm a huge Liverpool fan. Can't wait for the Premier League season to start. Start talking about that. I got my own channel with my two other friends, Edwin and Mohammed. We call it's the Ball Boys. Go subscribe over there if you're a big football fan like me. And and yeah, man, I'm out.